All right, before I get into how to change a table, I want to mention one thing that I should have mentioned in the last video, and that the commands we are using now are part of Database Definition Language, okay, DDL. So we talked about that earlier in the year, that there's 4 different categories of statements that we use in SQL. We are on Database Definition Language. We're defining the data and the structure of our database and what it's going to hold. So database definition defines the structure of a database. All right, so I defined this table using the create table statement. What if I need to change the table? I decide that I need to add a column. Okay, so I can use the alter table statement. Okay, so we have create table to create it, and we have alter table to change it. And you could look up all the code that you can use on the alter table statement. We're going to be covering the very basics here. What table are we altering? We're going to alter the example table. What do we want to do to it? I want to add a column. I want to add a column called level. I'm going to have it hold a tiny int. For its data type. And let's tell you that we can allow nulls. Okay, I'm going to highlight this because I have 2 statements up here. I'm going to execute it, and it said the command completed successfully. If I come over here, I don't see it right away, but I'm going to go to my columns folder, click on that, and just come up here and hit the refresh button. And I can see that I have a level column now in my database that holds a tiny int. Okay. If I do a select statement, I guess we didn't do that when we created it either. Let's do a select star from example. Execute it, and we see person ID, name, last name, first name, age, and level. Those are our columns. What if I want to get rid of a column? That's how we add a column. Pretty easy statement. Getting rid of it is using the command alter table again. So we always say alter table to alter a table. We give it the name of the table we want to alter. Okay, so add adds columns. Drop is what we use to drop a column. And then we give it a name. I'll go ahead and drop that level column that we had before. And let me run that. Commands completed successfully. Come over here and refresh, and you'll see that level is gone. It is no longer a column in my example table. I can run a select statement as well, and you see that it's gone there. What if we just need to change a column? Let's change this column. I want to change my example table. I want to alter. So I altered the table. How do I want to alter? I want to alter one of its columns. What column do I want to alter? I want to alter let's do the age column, because I deleted the level column. Alter column age, and I want to change it to an int. I'm going to highlight this. So right now we can see it's a tiny int. I'm going to execute it. I'll come over here and refresh, and you can see the age is now an int. Now this can be a problem. Let's change this back to a tiny int. Okay, it worked just fine. It changed it back to a tiny int. All right, I just paused the video for a second. because I went and added a piece of data. So I added me, age 5. Oops, I might be off by a factor of 10s. Now I'm going to alter my column again, and I'm going to change it to an int. And we'll go back over here and refresh. Excuse me, refresh. And you'll see age is an int. I had no problems changing it. I'm going to pause the video again and make another change. All right, I've made the change, so let me do a select to show you what I did. Okay, now I'm 5 million years old, which is probably more accurate in some of your view. But this is a big number, right? I want to change my column. I want to change it back to tiny int. Okay, tiny ints won't hold a number as big as 5 million. What happens? I get an arithmetic overflow error for the data type tiny int. Value equals 5 million. Terminated the statement. If I come over here and I refresh, okay, it did not change the column data type. So when you're altering columns, you may have to go through your data and figure out what your data can hold. If you have a value that is too large, the system will protect its data. It will not let you change to a smaller data type if it will cause data loss. That's it for this video. In the next one, I'm going to show you how to create tables, alter columns, and drop columns using the graphical tools that are provided in SQL Server Management Studio.